Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakak, Wadash, giving double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and a salute to all the sincere elect out there. Alright, coming back at you with a quick one in the news. Something that they're not talking much about. This is the investigation in Germany after drone sighting shut Munich airport overnight. So, without further ado, let's check out this.
Germany's Munich airport has restarted flights after drone sightings forced air traffic control to suspend operations on Thursday evening. More than 30 flights were canceled or diverted, leaving thousands of passengers stranded. German authorities have launched an investigation to identify the origins of the drones. It's the
fair use. Thousands of passengers stranded, right? And she kind of has a slip of the tongue because, from what I'm gathering, the word that they're using is the buzzword they're using is drones. But you be the judge, right? Because they're saying drones that they don't know who's flying them, and it's affecting the airport. Thousands grounded, and there's more than one airport.
The latest in a string of similar incidents across Europe. Airports in Denmark, Norway, and Poland recently suspended flights due to unidentified drones. European authorities have expressed concerns that Russia could be behind the incidents, but the Kremlin denies any involvement. DW correspondent Michaela Vatska is...
Right, she has a slip of the tongue. Let me hear that again.
Airports in Denmark, Norway, and Poland recently suspended flights due to unidentified drones.
Unidentified, and she literally said it. She literally said it, but that was a slip of the tongue. The buzzword is drones, so they have to stick to that word, drones. But she literally said unidentified, and then she said drones. Catch that one more time.
In Denmark, Norway, and Poland recently suspended flights due to unidentified drones.
Unidentified drones, Norway, Denmark, and Poland. So this is it's across the border. Many airports have to be shut down because of these so-called drones that they don't know who's flying them, but they're so effective, and they're saying it's a coordinated attack. It's so effective, these drones, that they have to ground thousands of passengers. It's disrupted flights across Europe. So, you be the judge.
European authorities have expressed concerns that Russia could be behind the incidents, but the Kremlin denies any involvement. DW correspondent Michaela Vatska is at the airport in Munich. So what more do we know about these drones?
Well, what we know is that yesterday evening at exactly 10:18, air traffic here at the airport Munich, you can see it in the background, stopped. That was because half an hour earlier, people in the vicinity of the airport, people living there, had actually seen at least one drone. They called the police. Police were able to spot also at least one drone. It's not clear if it was one or more drones because it was nighttime, it was dark, but they could spot at least this one drone in the northern part of Munich, in a city nearby. And this drone flew into the direction of the airport, and it actually flew over one of those two takeoff places here to the runway, in the northern runway of Munich. Police were able to see that drone, but they were not able, though they were actually having a helicopter also, they were not able to see where the drone landed. They were also not able to see...
Well, what's happened to all your radar, your equipment, your radar, all your different types of you call it different types of you got the night vision and all of that they got, So the helicopters don't know where it landed. They can't see who's operating them. So it's a mystery.
Who operated the drone? I've talked to Stefan Bayer, the press spokesperson for the Federal Police, Bundespolizei in Munich. He says it's too early to speculate. There are drone sightings on airports, also here in Munich, from time to time, but most of the time it's people who didn't know or who didn't care. But this drone, from what we know and how it flew over the airport, seems to be a coordinated attack. Police and authorities are investigating now, and they try to find out who was behind it.
Coordinated attack, boy. So it's very interesting. So there's more than one then. It's causing the airport to be disrupted. I take it there's more than one, but they're really. It sounds like they're getting sloppy to me. The lies, man, the lies don't. They're not coming together. But we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. Once again, this is fair use, fair use, fair use.
Tell us a little bit more about the impact of the disruption that they caused.
Well, it's Oktoberfest time in Munich, so there's hundreds of thousands of tourists in town. A lot of them come to Munich or fly out of Munich over
17 flights cancelled. That's a lot of flights.
Via the airport in Munich. So there's a lot of traffic going on right now. But at nighttime, from midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning, the airport is normally closed. So the disruption was not too big. There were actually 17 flights cancelled. There were 15 flights diverted to other cities, to other airports like Stuttgart, Vienna in Austria, Nuremberg, and Frankfurt. This year is the second biggest airport of Germany. So about 3,000 people were affected. Some had to sleep at night in bunk beds that were put up at the airport. Others could go to a hotel. Right now, as you can see, air traffic is going normally. And from what I know, now there's no flights delayed anymore. So air traffic is going at normal speed now.
DW correspondent Michael Vapp.
All right, enough said. You be the judge. Right, 17 flights disrupted, thousands of people affected as far as they're getting them flights, rediversions, all of that. So the buzzword is drones, and she literally said the word unidentified flying object, but she caught herself. So let's hit a preset. Zechariah 5 and 4 says, and I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh, power of host, Most High Yahushua. Or in here is capital letters, so it's God, or the Most High, right? Which his name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, and he's a God of hosts, and it shall enter unto the house of the thief, and unto the house of him that swear falsely. What did they thief? They still got us in their presence right this very moment in time, right? The jewels of the Most High, so-called black people. Right? So he's coming, he's investigating, he sent his eyes, right, which they're calling drones, his eyes, the chariots, the angels, right, because they're about to, this is going to be, we're building up to the grand finale, right, and with a lot that's taking place. Trump is still causing these disruptions, with Chicago sending the ice in, and the buzzword that he used was that they have to attack the enemy within. Right, and we're just going to watch and see how all the prophecies play out. Hence Revelation 12 and 12. Right, he knows he's angry. He knows he has a short time, so everything's speeding up right now. Via with the Most High, he's in control of the movie. He's making them get their fingers out. We had the visitation of Trump coming over to England. And he literally said that in so many words. Get your finger out. And now what we're hearing about, the digital ID. So that's them speeding up. Them speeding up. Satan knowing if he has a short period of time. So who sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall, back to Zechariah 5, and sweareth falsely, right? They lie, they thief, right? They have the jewels right now, the so-called black people in their presence. And when Yahushua come back, that grand finale, they're going to be called bang to rights with their hands in the cookie jar. By my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, right? Because, when there's a case being building up for a criminal, what do they usually have? They do surveillance, right? When they're building up evidence against a criminal, whatever type of criminal, they usually, when it's an infamous criminal, they have to get their evidence and build the case, strong evidence. So yes, they're building a case. He saw you building a case against us, what you have it. How you have it, you're building a case, but there's someone above you who's building a case above you. Hence, you're being surveilled by what you're calling drones. You're being surveilled, and the evidence is being built up against you before he returns. Right? Everything's on the what you like to call CCTV. The Most High's got his CCTV recording everything. His eyes, his angels, surveillance. Right? So that's why you're here as the thief. You swear falsely, the thief, and unto the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Right? So once again, that's the evidence being built up before Yehoshua returned with his host of angels. The Wadi Shimashai, Kala Shimashai. This is what they're calling it, the investigations after drone sightings shut Munich airport. Not only Munich airport, across Europe, many other airports as well. So until the next one, we out.